What I mean to say is that I have a linked list like this: 1, 2, 3, and 4, and this is null. Okay. When I say I have to reverse it, it means that the 4 should come at first, then third, then 2, then 1, and then null. So initial head was 1. After the reversal, the head has become equals to 4. Basically, you have to do this. Now, one of the why it is little complicated in the linked list and not in the array, because in the array we can move in both the direction. We can move from the left to right, and we can move from the right to left also, right? But in the case of a linked list, once you have moved to the position once you have moved to this position, right, this second, you cannot come back to the first position. There's no way that you can coming back, right? If you move to the 3, there's no way that you can come back to the 1, right? So that is why it becomes little tricky. So I want you guys to think on this.
You can set the head out at the last position and increment each value to the next node, and then we can reverse that part.
Okay, so what you're saying is that
Suppose 1, 2, 3, 4 is the list right here.
Okay.
The head is pointing to 1. Now,
Okay.
what I do is I'll traverse the linked list at the last position, and I'll make the head to the last node.
Okay, so you traversed this and then you made it here. Okay, so it became 2, 3, 4, and then 1. Okay, then
I wanted the fourth element to be head, and then the first element to be the second, like that.
got your point. So what you're saying is, first it was 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you first iterated from here to here, and then you made 4, 1, 2,
Yes.
3, and null like this. Okay, then what next? This is not reverse, right? This is not reverse.
Okay, sorry.
Somebody else was talking. What are you suggesting?
Yeah, I was saying go on removing the element from the front of the list, like, and add that element to the tail.
Okay. So what he is saying is that which I initially draw. So first time, what you do, you remove the first element and you put it at the last. So 2, 3, 4, 1. Second time, again you put the 3, 4, 1, and then 2. Then third time you put 4, 1, 2, and then 3. Like this you are saying?
Yeah.
But has it reversed it? No, right?
But Vishwa, suppose can't we trace suppose in this case 4, 1, 2, 3, right? So 4 would be the first element which has been into the first, and then what I want to do is that again I can take the next element or next address of the fourth, and I can also keep the track of third, and then I'll assign the last element to the next of the first element.
Yeah, but you are able to say this when it is only like 4 elements. What if it is like very big list? You cannot keep on storing like this, right? If suppose it like 6, 7, how will you store all this, manipulate this by storing into a variables? Paritosh?
Okay, fine.
Sir, I will take the first element from the first list, then I will make another list and put the element from this list to that list, and I'm continuously adding the list at the head of the next list.
Okay, so 1 I added, then I again put 2 here. So 2 I added, then
I will pick 3 and add,
and then 4. So this will reverse it, right? Cool, it works. But again, basically for this you have to create a new linked list, right? So basically you have not reversed this linked list, you have created a new linked list which is the reverse of this one. So this is not what the question is. The question is reverse this linked list. You are not reversing this linked list. You are creating a new linked list which is the reverse of this given linked list, right? You got the difference? Let's suppose I have a linked list like this: 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it is null. Okay. You make initially, suppose my previous is equal to null, and I'm iterating. So first time what I did was, and my current is 1. Suppose this is my initial condition. Okay. The first time when I iterated, what I did was that 1 I set as null. Okay. And current I set as 2 now. So with this situation is like this: 1 is pointing to the null now, and I have a separate list which is 2, 3, 4, and it is done. This is the first iteration. Okay. And now current is this one. Okay. This is the first iteration. The second iteration, when I go now again, the current will should start pointing to the previous, right? So 2 should start pointing to the previous. Okay, and current should become equals to 3. So this should become like this. Now 2 is pointing to 1 and 1 is pointing to null. And I have another list like this. 3 is pointing to 4 is pointing to null. Similarly, I go to the third time and now 3 is pointing to 2 and I have 4 pointing to null. And then fourth time again I have, if I go like this, right, like this, it has finally happened. So this is my final temp now, and this is my final head. So final head is, this is my final head. So if you go like this, if you write a code like this in which every time one node is pointing to a previous node, and we go like this in the loop, I think we should be able to reverse the linkage. Makes sense? Is it clear? But the point is, how do we write code like this? And this is an art. So I'll quickly write the code for this. Public list node reverse linked list. Okay. If head equals to null or head dot next. Why did I did this? Head dot equal to null and head dot get next equal to null. If it has 0 or the one element, there is no point reversing it, right? So we just return it.
Only
right?
one.
Perfect. And then I did list node current equals to head. And current is not equals to list node next. And current set next. Make sense? The same thing that we have written, I have written in the code here. Is it clear? Any doubts here?
No.
Perfect. So what you need to do is that this is an iterative way of reversing a linked list. You need assignment you have to do, write the same code recursively. Okay. Can you tell me what is the time complexity of this one? What is the time complexity of this one?
Order of n.
Very nice. It's the order of n without any space complexity. Space complexity is order of. Okay. So this is a how do you reverse a linked list?